16 boys and 24 girls are going to have an ice cream party for a class party. Each scholar gets 2 scoops of ice cream. How many scoops will the teacher give out? So, I'm going to read that again. 16 boys and 24 girls are going to have ice cream for a class party. Each scholar gets 2 scoops. How many scoops will the teacher give out? So we know that we have 16 boys and we have 24 girls. And they're going to have a big class party. We also know that each scholar is going to get 2 scoops. So that means this scholar right here, just one scholar, has this little bucket of ice cream. Inside their bucket is 2 scoops of ice cream. This is just one scholar. This one scholar got a total of 2 scoops. We know that in total we have 16 boys and we have 24 girls. I challenge you to always add by stacking now because you know how to do it. So we know that 6 and 4 get us to 10. So when we have a number that adds to 10 in our ones place, we carry that 10 over to the tens place and we bring down our 0. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. That means in total we have 40 scholars. 16 boys and 24 girls got us to 40. So we know that each kid needs to get these 2 scoops of ice cream. Now, right away, I noticed that a lot of people were confused and just counted by 2s until they got to 40. So at the end of this video, we'll talk about why that does not work. You will get the incorrect answer if you count by 2s until you get to 40. So this is a problem where I really have to make a movie in my brain and think about what's actually happening. So I know that there's 40 kids, and I know that the teacher is giving one kid 2 scoops, the next kid 2 scoops, the next kid 2 scoops, and they have to keep giving 2 scoops until they're done with the entire class. So I could draw it out, but I know that it's going to take me a very long time. So I want to try to come up with the most efficient strategy. Maybe I'll figure out what a friendly number of 10 kids would need if they're each getting 2 scoops. So this is kid 1, this is kid 2, this is kid 3, kid 4, kid 5, kid 6, kid 7, kid 8, kid 9, and kid 10. I already know that each kid was getting those 2 scoops of ice cream. So I'm going to draw that out. And when I count them all up, I go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So just for my 10 kids, I needed 20 scoops of ice cream. Each kid got 2, which means that I took my 10 kids and I doubled the amount that they were going to get. Because I didn't just give each kid 1 scoop, I gave them 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So if I needed 20 scoops for 10 kids, I'm going to need 40 scoops for 20 kids. Because I'm doubling the 20 and I'm doubling the 10. For 30 kids, I would need 60 scoops because I'm doubling the 30 to get me to 60. For 40 kids, I would need 80 scoops of ice cream because I'm doubling the 40 to get me to that 80. I could draw it out. I could draw 40 circles with 2 in each to get me to my answer of 80, but that's inefficient because there's so many steps involved to get to that answer. But when I drew out 10 scholars that each got 2 scoops, I know that for every 10 scholars, we need 20 scoops. So I was able to do 20, 40, 60, 80 for my total of 40 kids. We needed 80 scoops. Now, some of you did 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40. So you did 2, you counted by 2 until you got to 40. This does not work because you just counted by 2s until you got to 40. You didn't give 2 for every 40 kids. When you do it like this, your answer is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. But that doesn't make sense. So what you actually did here, if you got 20 scoops as your answer, what you did wrong was you did 40 divided by 2, and that got you to 20. That's incorrect. What you did here was 2 times 40, and that got you to 80. And that is correct. For practice problem 2, our question was, will an odd number plus an odd number always equal to an even number? Yes. Is this a good enough response? No. We can't just say yes, we have to explain why. Yes, comma, it will be even because the leftovers from the 2 odd numbers can be paired to make an even number. For example, if I had an odd number of 5 and I added 7 to that, which is also an odd number, that would get me to 12. The reason this works is because when I try to split 5 into 2 equal groups, I get 2 and 2 with a leftover of 1. And when I try to split 7 into 2 equal groups, I get 3 and 3 with a leftover of 1. These leftovers can be paired to create an equal number of 2. We have to remember that odd and odd will always equal to an even. Even and even will always equal to an even. Odd and even will always equal to an odd, because that odd number plus that even number will always have 1 left over from the odd number. It couldn't be paired with another number because there was no leftovers in the even number.